jewelries. So if you love yourself, your family, and your home, it's time to treat it right. Visit Home Sweet Home on Benson Street between Center and Buchanan Streets for that needed upgrade. You can call them on 0886 834 944 or 0770 581 420. Home Sweet Home, for the love of a classy home.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, watch out for the latest jeans attires that will spark your outer appearance on both social and formal gatherings. Check this out. The place is Some Business Incorporated, a brand of excellence. At Some Business Incorporated, we have the latest fashionable jeans now on sale. Our line of products include both ladies and men's jeans, cargo jeans with 2 pockets, plain jeans kites, and the latest 2023-2024 jeans jumpsuits. We also have a variety of quality sneakers for both children and adults. Remember, at Some Business Incorporated, our products are produced with durable, tall cotton and are very much long-lasting for your everyday comfort. And the good news is that you don't need to walk down Waterside anymore, because we have all these at affordable prices just for you. We also sell at wholesale and retail prices. Visit us today at the old Weah building, right opposite the old Ministry of Education on Broad Street, for the latest brands of jeans you will always admire. For more information, call us on 0887-289-372 or 0777-289-372. It's Some Business Incorporated, right opposite the old Ministry of Education on Broad Street, for the best quality in jeans wear.
Oh yes, welcome back to the Morning Rush on 99.5. The people of the United States of America, former presidents of America and world leaders have started paying tribute to the late U.S. former President Jimmy Carter, who died at the age of 100. He was a peanut farmer who rose to becoming, America's president. May his soul rest in peace. He died at the age of 100. And he was from Georgia, right? Actually, he's former President Carter was from Georgia, and so U.S. and world leaders are paying tribute to. They're describing as remarkable Jimmy Carter. This is one president who said he would never tell lie to the American people. He lived his life making a lot of impact around the world through the Carter Center. May his soul rest in peace, and the souls of all faithful departed rest in peace. The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission has just issued a statement. I'm sure giving the Liberia Electricity Corporation some deadline. Let's go here and see. The Liberia Electricity Regulatory Commission has issued several directives to the Liberia Electricity Corporation, setting 31st January next year as the deadline for the resubmission of a new tariff application proposal to the Commission. Their decision follows a request from the interim management team of LEC to withdraw the corporation tariff application that was filed in October. You remember the bring back our data? They want at the LEC stuff, right? On 11th December 2024, LEC informed the Commission that a tariff submission proposal coincided with transition within the corporation, and its previous management was replaced by the IMT that is unfamiliar with the tariff application previously submitted to the Commission and was therefore requesting additional time to properly review and revise the tariff application. Very understandable, because a new management team acting took over the LEC, so it's reasonable that they get back what was earlier submitted, I'm sure, by the Monique Katan leadership. So they say, no, we gotta bring it back to see it. And I hope, how do you call it, man? The acting here. I hope that tariff you're coming submit, you should consider the generality of our population, so as not to have another bring power LEC token stuff. You gotta be sensitive to that tariff you want to present to LERC. Other than that, you'll see people saying bring back our tariff. Don't say I'll tell you. As a result, and I name, yeah, I just forgetting your first name, but his last name is Gonkewa, the acting head of the LEC at the moment. As a result, the LERC has extended the current tariff period, initially set to end on the 31st of December this year, by 3 months, extending it to the 31st of March 2025. During this period, there will be no new tariffs announced by LEC's operational areas in Montserrat, Margibi, Grand Kitma, and Bombing counties. Chairman of the Board of Commissioners of LERC, Cloud J. Kata, emphasized to the interim management team the importance of adhering to the new deadline. He reiterated that the Commission is committed to ensuring transparency throughout the tariff setting process. The Commission will hold several stakeholders' engagement and outreach initiatives before the final tariff decision is reached. I hope so. That's the best thing to do. Because you don't want any problem, you go reasoning, you don't consult the end users, bring back our token thing or kind we want. The tariff application process is vital for the effective regulation of the electricity sector in Liberia. The Commission will continue to engage the public to ensure a fair and transparent process that aligns with the interests of all stakeholders. The chairperson Kata said, these are the current tariffs for the various customer categories. Social customers, US 0.15 per kilowatt hour. Prepaid residential customer tariff is set at 0.24 per kilowatt. Postpaid residential is set at 0.24. Prepaid non-residential is set at 0.22 kilowatt hour, and monthly fixed charge of $10 and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Yeah, you gotta do all these things. It's good for the LERC to go across, consult with the end users, and make a determination. But that you would have had, an informed perspective from which you will be agreeing or disagreeing with the LERC. To my friend Kopo Lauer, you lost your wife, our deepest sympathy. It is with profound sorrow and heavy hearts that we announce the passing of our beloved wife, mother and sister, Mrs. Rachel M.T. Lauer, who departed this world on late Monday evening, December 23rd, 2024, at the ERW hospital after a brief illness. Rachel was a cherished wife, mother, sister, and friend whose kindness, strength, and compassion touched the lives of many. Her memory will forever remain in the hearts of all who knew and loved her. The body has since been deposited at the Alfred Butler Funeral Home in the FDA community. Funeral arrangements are as follows. The body will be removed from the Arthur N. Butler Funeral Home in Bonas Farm on Friday, January 3 at 11 a.m. and taken to Phoebe, Bond County for a night of wakekeeping at the St. Luke Lutheran Church. Interment follows on Saturday, January 4, 2025 at the Phoebe Cemetery. For more information, you can contact 0886 547529, 0770 547529, 0770 200 641, 0775 529060, and 0881 105567. We kindly ask for your prayers and support as we navigate this difficult time. May also rest in peace. Kopo G. Lauer, my friend, my big brother, he signed this announcement, and I'd like to reach out to Martin Lauer, Omen Peter Lauer, and the rest of all your siblings there and your children to say our deepest sympathy to everybody. Well, the Christmas was good. I don't know about you, but I know it was good because life is still there. We're breathing. Thanks to Joseph Daniel, who's been doing a very good job while we were away. So the Ministry of Mines and Energy has shut down a sand mining area because, according to a release, because of an OKFM alert. I saw that on Deconti Julia J's page. Because of that alert, the Ministry of Mines and Energy has closed down that particular sand mining facility until otherwise. Thanks to the ministry for acting promptly. Very, very, very promptly. Tomorrow is the last day in the year. We're moving to a very new year. We hope it's going to be a year filled with a lot of prospects for the development of our country, for the unity of our country, to bring all of us together. A lot of things have been happening. Deaths, too many deaths news. Whether it was the Bill Jala and the Princess situation, he's been charged and sent to court. Our little Peking Dawn from Banga was found dead somewhere on the SD Copper Road. We are still awaiting the police. We are told the police is still doing investigation. That's why we're not talking about it. We want to have a first-hand report from the police to give us at least some idea about what went wrong. Nami Dawn and the Oma, our deepest sympathy to you for the death of your son. We are told he just graduated from university. Every time these things happen to people, it turns me off, because I know what I went through. It's that period becomes dark and very difficult. It takes, at some point you just got to say, look, I just need to let it go, and you got to be as strong as possible. Other than that, you're gonna break down. I know what I'm talking about. When you lost your child in that manner, it hurts. You can't imagine. Sometimes you think the person is going to come back. Sometimes you think it's a joke, but it's serious. It takes a very strong president. And so the president is, I don't know, did he return yesterday? No, I don't think so. The president is outside of the country. I see a photo of the president and Akufo-Addo in Ghana. I was talking to a friend of mine from Ghana last evening. I think President-elect, he's giving me the impression that President-elect Dramani Mahama is supposed to be somewhere in Kenya, probably not in Ghana. But I saw the President Boakai, an incumbent president, or outgoing, if you like, because he got a few weeks now, after serving his 4 years term in Ghana. And I see the whole Facebook debate about the president, about the executive mansion statement, about the president is going, the statement, the mansion issue about the president is going to pay courtesy visit or state visit, whatever, working visit, not state, but working visit to both Dramani Mahama and I don't know, probably he's going to meet Mahama today. But said they say 2 days. I don't know when is Dramani going to come back, because my friend told me Dramani is supposed to be somewhere in Kenya, and all these things. Look, I don't know. and tomorrow I'm going to have a panel discussion tomorrow. The other time I had it, I'm introducing new panelists. Tomorrow we'll look at the 1 year of Boakai's administration, and see who did what was good and what wasn't good. At some point from 20 minutes past 8 to 9 o'clock this morning, I will open the lines, and I will let you tell me your best managing director, the best minister of the year, all these kinds of things. And our focus during the course segment will be only on our land calls here. That's what we do when we're doing these public things. You're not going to call us. Julius will always do it. We will always do it. You're not going to call us on our personal numbers. No. As a matter of fact, when I talk, I will put my phone on the deck here. I'll put my phone right here. So we'll use only the land phones that are here. I want you to call and tell us, since this is the second to the last day in the year, who is your best managing director of the year? Who is your best minister of the year? Who is your best senator? Who is, and you also tell me the reason why you think the president is the best. And we can take two. I don't know what I should focus. Okay, I will make a determination. I don't know what I should focus on, the best and the worst, or I should just concentrate on the best. But we'll do it through a process that will be good. And I'm going to have one line exclusively for the women, because the women too will have to participate. they too have things to say. So we'll open one particular line for the women, and then the other two lines, anybody can call. That's how we'll do it. Now, so I was talking about the Ghana situation. You see, the reason why most of the time, and we'll be in a cycle in most of these things. We'll be in a cycle. Why? Because a lot of times when people are in opposition, they leave real issues. Sometimes they leave reality. And they politicize and sometimes develop very good propaganda out of a lot of things. So when they too take state power, and other people, get to become opposition, they too believe that the very medium through which these people came to power, what I call deception, what are using propaganda to do everything, deception, what a propaganda, everything, the people will follow suit. So the executive mansion, let me go to the executive mansion statement. Let me go to the executive mansion. I'm talking about the first statement about the departure of the president. Then I'll read the other one yesterday that is sent. Then I'll read the other one. Let's go to, can we go to the mansion? Yes, executive mansion right here. Let's go to the first one. I'm sure this is when the president was departing. This it? No. Give me some time, please. This one was the media one yesterday. I want to go right to one day. Yeah. So this one was issued on Saturday, the 28th, today the 30th. So it was on Saturday. Executive Mansion, President Joseph Boakai today, that day, December 28th, Saturday, embarked on a 2-day visit to Accra, Ghana, where he will hold consultations with his colleagues, the outgoing as well as the incoming presidents of Ghana, Excellencies Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and John Dramani Mahama. So the Executive Mansion said the president will be out of the country for 2 days. 2 days, that's Saturday and Sunday, or that's Sunday and Monday, because he departed Saturday. But they say 2 days, so that's Saturday and Sunday, or the departure Saturday is not there. It's only going to be Sunday and Monday. We don't know. During his visit, the president will honor an invitation to attend the wedding ceremony of the daughter of a long-standing friend of his. This visit underscores the strong bond of friendship and cooperation between Liberia and Ghana and reaffirms the president's commitment to foster regional solidarity and collaboration. Yes, the president met Akufo-Addo yesterday. But Dramani Mahama, like I said, my colleague told me, and I think somebody just sent me, somebody just told me that President William Ruto posted a picture of him and Dramani Mahama from Kenya. So it seemed, my colleague told me the truth from Ghana that Dramani Mahama is in Kenya. If Dramani Mahama is in Kenya, will Joe Boakai meet Dramani? Is he waiting for him today to come? Or is the president returning home today? Did Dramani Mahama schedule change? And the president protocol people did not know and they thought the president would still meet him? Or will Dramani Mahama return to Ghana for the president to meet him before coming here? But the president met Akufo-Addo already. Now, the biggest issue in our release was about the wedding ceremony. And like I was saying, this is so because you see, there are just some things that are normal in governance, right? There are just some things that are normal in governance. And by the time we as a nation, by the time we are honest to ourselves and say, no, I can even though I'm in the opposition, but this one here, even if I were in the same seat, I would do the same. By the time we reach that level, then we are making significant progress. But if we still at the level where we say, no, the man is supposed to do the one. The man is supposed to do the one. But we know if we were the one, we'll do the same thing the man is doing. One classic example is the issue about the private jet. When George Weah was flying private jet around here, on some occasions, the government say it was his friends giving it to him. On some occasions, probably the government will hire private jet to take the president alternate to some functions on behalf of the country. This is normal. The other thing about it is, look, when you become president of your country, you automatically make friends. And people, other presidents and leaders around the world will automatically want to get friends with you. Right? So, for example, you're president of Liberia, so President Boakai now. President Boakai wants to rush to Ghana, maybe for something. It is just easier for the president to pick up his phone and just call, the president or vice president or maybe a very prominent person in Ghana and say, I want to go to Ghana, man. Can you help me with your jet, private jet? Let me fly to Ghana. Possible. But when George Weah was doing these things, our friends in the Unity Party, they talk about it like riding private jet was a crime. And that every time George Weah took private jet, it was, he was trying to enter the country's coffers. So it was not a good thing. Even though some people call and some people said, no, but presidents around the world, it will be difficult for any president to fly a commercial plane because they want to save time. They want to avoid embarrassment. Our friends will not listen. Right now, President Boakai too is flying private jet. And at some point we're hearing about some of the private jets that are owned by private business people who've got business interests in the country. So people thinking about conflict of interest and all these things. But the point I'm making is it is not normal to see a president flying commercial flights all of the time. In fact, even some of the time. So there are just some things that we are human beings. When George Weah left from here, I think he went to Qatar to watch his son Timothy Weah play. Oh, the not small thing we did to him. Oh, the man left the country. The man on fly. The man go see his son. As if Timothy Weah is not this man's child. That feeling that comes. Those of us who got children who are even doing well in the different schools, right? So now the beginner can count, so now the late grader can count our daughter, then they can say, Daddy, we have a program on the campus Friday. I don't want introducing the guest speaker. I want for you to come go see me. That pride, even look, when you even go to sit in PTA meeting, right? And they're distributing grade sheets, and they're calling best performers, and they call your child name that he or she has dosed the class. And you know that feeling that can come inside you? We beat George Weah for going to Qatar to winning his son play football. So, oh, the man see what thing happening in the country. The man led, the man son playing football. Yeah, now President Boakai say he going to Ghana, he going to meet the two presidents, but at the same time, he will use a tray to go witness the wedding ceremony of his son, of his long friend's daughter. So you expect that the other people will not talk about it? They will talk. Because you talked about it yesterday. You made it look like it was the worst thing he would have ever done as a president of the country. That's why you did. So the other people say, oh, but these are the things that people did that the Liberian people elected them. So we do see. So when the people criticizing, why are you acting like, you didn't know what's going on and all the kind of thing? When you did the same very things yesterday. Last night I was asking myself one question as we are going to the end of the year, right? Look, that's why sometimes we look forward to President Boakai administration doing a lot of good things for the country, developing the country, because at the end of the day, if he did that, anybody who succeeds him will have a very good landing and will move on with the development of the country. In the midst of everything, some of us didn't wish President Weah evil. We wanted President Weah government to succeed. And to some extent, it succeeded because it depends on who you talk to. If you ask George Weah himself, he will tell you his government succeeded. He would name 14 military hospitals. He would name the Emirate Hospital in Bapolo. He would name other roads. He would say he succeeded. And that is the reason why in the mix of all the politics, we should pray for our leaders to succeed, because when the country gets developed, it will positively affect all of us. But I was asking myself one question. Maybe the government will do it next year or whatever. I don't know what all of us are thinking about this thing. No. You see, when Cabinet Jana was removed, well, the processes that led to his removal are still being argued. When Cabinet Jana was removed from the Supreme Court bench as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, it was a big political issue here. Cabinet Jana ran to the ECOWAS court in Abuja. After several years, or a few years, maybe 1 or 2, the ECOWAS court ruled that his rights were violated and blah, blah, blah. And the court gave the government of Liberia an option. I know former Solicitor General, how do you call him, man? Serenial Cephas, Siema Serenial Cephas, and Councillor Lafayette Go and others represented the government. And Jana won that case. And the ECOWAS Court of Justice said 2 things. Either you put him back on the Supreme Court bench, or you gave him all of what belongs to him until understandably the time he's supposed to retire. That was the court ruling. The CDC government headed by President Weah ignored that ECOWAS court ruling. It was a big political thing here. At that time, our man in the Unity Party, they said, oh, George Weah does not respect the rule of law. He does not respect the rule of law. The ECOWAS court has ruled that Cabinet General rights should be restored. Either they pay him or they put him back. George Weah ignored that. It is not good for Liberia's democratic interest, image. Because Liberia is a member of the ECOWAS Commission. And other people spoke, and they were right. They were right because we're supposed to respect the ECOWAS court. As a matter of fact, we are an ECOWAS member country. So we're supposed to respect the ECOWAS court and its rulings. Now, the United Party people and its officials, some of the people who are some of the big people in the government now, they branded George Weah as a man who didn't respect the rule of law because of the Jana issue. My question is, President Boakai has been in power for a year now. Is the United Party government going to put Cabinet Jana back on the Supreme Court bench in the coming years? Or is the Unity Party government willing to pay Jana all of his monies? Since Joe Boakai wants to uphold the rule of law, because the things you spoke against yesterday, you should fix it. When the president said there will be no business as usual. No business as usual, in my calculation this morning, would mean that the government talks to Cabinet Jana, set him down and say, government is continuity. It is not George Weah as an individual who owe you.